do some dancing into the next segment, which is our Optimistic Inquiries.
That's right.
Community stories, Q&A, all of this in the above. I think I already went through all that.
Yeah. Especially during the slower months, right? Continuing with the trend. So we've got a bunch of amazing suggestions from the incredible craft beer community, and we're excited to get into them. From experimental brews to dog-friendly initiatives, we're covering it all. So if you got one, grab your favorite brew, and let's get started.
Or your NA brew.
Or your NA. Any kind of brew will do.
Tea works as well, also brew.
Yeah, brew.
I like tea.
Yep.
We've been reading about the community suggestions for brewery tap rooms in the slower months, and we thought they were really insightful. We wanted to talk about them. We actually saw this one on the Craft Beer Professional group on Facebook. Love that group. Lots of good responses, good conversation. It's where craft beer professionals go to get industry advice. One of our favorite suggestions from this particular topic was the small batch experimental brews. Only making 5 to 10 gallons, sometimes getting really wild with the flavor profiles, and a great way to experiment with the flavors without like making this huge commitment. Or you might find these crazy experimental brews like people want to have back.
That's right.
Whoa.
I love that. So brewers know it's like having a mini science lab in the brewery, right? And the best part, customers get to be a part of this experimental journey with them. What do they like? What do they not like? It's not just about trying new beers. It's about being part of the creation process, right? That's the unique experience. There's nothing more inclusive for your community than allowing customers to be a part of your creation process.
Yeah. I mean, how many breweries have you been to that have like a little note or like a QR code where you can be like, this is the type of beer that I would like to see?
Not often.
I don't think I could think of a single one.
I was like, if we owned a brewery.
If we owned a brewery, we would.
Be like, you're too open. No, I'm not.
We're going to make it in our new automated CES craft beer maker. Exo Brew. But yeah, it's low-hanging fruit. I mean, I think it's an easy way to get the community involved. Then you can throw it out on your social medias, let people vote on them. Holy crap, now you're getting people involved even more. Whew, man.
Some people are like, well, I don't want them to be involved. Yeah. Well, that's your choice, too.
That is your choice. Another one that we read about that was a little bit more unique, and we have seen it a couple times, is dog treats.
Yes, I love that.
Using those grains.
For our puppy friends.
Make it for your puppy friend. Now, you probably have to be a dog-friendly brewery for this. Like, you don't have to be, because people can take it home.
Probably going to do better.
Yeah. I mean, you could, like, set it up with, like, hey, you had to leave your dog at home. Like, give them a treat so they, like, are happy to see you again, you know? Like, you can kind of guilt people into that, and that's fine. Yeah. It's still fun. Like, I still like seeing it. And they're great gifts. The other piece, though, is it's making the atmosphere of that you are dog-friendly. So that's why it's kind of hard to not be dog-friendly, because it kind of gives off the vibe of being dog-friendly.
True.
So, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I think it's a really good opportunity for people that are dog-friendly, and there's not like a ton of regulations around like dog treats and stuff, and honestly you could probably have someone on your staff take home the grains and bake it themselves.
Yeah, fair.
Right? Well, it's not like that hard. You add some flour and your little dog bone cookie cutter and bake them up.
Well, there you go. We can go get some spent grain and start making some puppy treats.
That's fun.
And it's good for recycling, right?
Yeah, it's good upcycle.
Yeah. And you can host events with it too.
Yep. Yeah, it's great little treats and little rewards to give people.
Love it. Yeah. I love that. Adds the additional dimension to the term community. So we've also been talking a lot about offering non-alcoholic products like hop waters, non-alcoholic beers, sodas, seltzers, all the world.
Yeah.
And one person brought up that they bring in ice cream and have the option of ice cream floats for their customers. Definitely appeals to the families, right? If you've got a lot of families in the area, what a great way to be like, here's a float and I'm going to have a stout or whatever.
Great on a hot day. Great if you're like kind of like have that lingering winter stout you got to get rid of.
Yeah.
Good way to use it that way. Great way to not have to buy a slushie machine.
Oh yeah.
Now I know there's like some rules around like food and if you can have it, but
Yeah.
I don't know where you're at and how to navigate all that. But those are things to consider and look up based on your region.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's just something a little bit different. You'd even do like an ice cream and beer pairing.
Oh my god.
Get, like
Brilliant.
root beer. You could get beer float flights.
I feel like somebody
A
did
float
that.
a float flight.
A float. Beer float flight.
Float flight.
I love that actually.
Thank you.
And I kind of want a beer float, but next month.
Float
Next
flight.
month. Maybe for my birthday.
Different
which
ice
is not
creams.
next month, but
That's fair. Different ice creams.
um,
But yeah, it's just kind of saying you got something here for everyone. Another good revenue generator is mug clubs.
yes.
Now, mind you, you do have to promote them. You need to know your staff knows the rules and
Wait,
regulations. I would also highly recommend, especially if you're going to do a limited time, because usually mug clubs renew annually. So do it like over a month, so that way everyone renews at the same month. You don't have to try to track all that crap long run because that's exhausting. So do it over a month. And then reward your staff. Almost every system, people log in and you can like track who sold the most,
Yeah.
and give them some like $50, $100 gift card to someplace, like Amazon card, grocery card, little Visa card you can take anywhere. But like make your staff included and make them excited about it. And a lot of times people really dig challenges. And I know it's silly and it seems small, but like the amount of revenue you're going to generate and how people just feel the buzz and excitement when things are like that are going on.
Yeah.
So like, who cares about the $100? You're going to make it back. Like,
Yeah, it's that
and your
unique-
staff feel cool. Like they're like, they like my business actually cares about me. And like otherwise you're like, oh cool, I have to like upsell all this crap for you. What do I get out of it? Like, well, a gift card goes a long way.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. That's that exclusivity appeal, unique experience, right, to the customers. You can host special event nights as well that go along with the memberships. Food and beer pairings, just having food in general, like special food outside of either the truck or snacks that you offer on a regular basis. So if you're doing like a theme night, you could also do special. That's for me. You could also do special brew releases, right? Let the Mug Club members try it out first, or maybe it's specifically for them.
Yeah.
That adds that sense of, again, exclusivity and belonging to this membership, and it keeps them engaged all year round,
Yeah.
right? It's not just for the slower month. Maybe target the renewal during the slower months to help the books look good,
Yep.
and then keep it going all year round.
Yeah,
You
hit
know.
them with something special right away, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, like January we're going to be doing, obviously a little late for that, but or February, right? Be like, let's do a mug club. Again, probably a little bit late to get that organized, but it's doable. Contact Mustard later. They have helped multiple companies get mug clubs set up.
Mhm.
Kind of have a good template, make it easy, and get that shit flying off the shelves quick. But then that very next month, host an event that's specific for your members, right? Like hit them right away that you're going to be treating them well. Let them have tastes of the new beers before they come out.
Yeah.
Makes it special.
That's right.
Those are going to be your biggest advocates that are going to talk about your brewery, your space, how much they love it. They're going to bring in customers. They're going to buy all your new merch. Like, there's really no downside of doing
It
it.
really is.
I do like, depending on like your location, I do kind of like a limited one. If you only have so many going out, but it really depends on like your space. Like that doesn't work for every place. But it is kind of fun to like really have the exclusive. There's only 100 of us. But it's just a different vibe. And there's like, there's other places that if you don't have, I feel like you almost need that if you have higher competition directly around you. Where if you don't really have any competition, then who cares if you have 300 members?
Right.
And they're giving you $100. Like that's
Yeah.
sweet. Take it. Go on. Move on with your day.
That's right.
Hook those people up. Cook them some hot dogs twice a year. Get the owners in. Let the brewers in, right? Like make them feel like they're part of the team.
Events, right?
Offer the beer, like the beer stuff to only your Mug Club members. Hey, you want to have like vote on the beers? Hey, here's the next one's coming up. Like,
Oh, you want to
Vote
be
on
part
them.
of voting on our beers? Then you got to join our month club.
right, yeah,
It
you
doesn't necessarily work for the more exclusive versions, but
Yeah.
if you're not being exclusive, well, what a great selling point.
Yeah.
Easy.
yeah, it's just fun to be part of it, and it makes people feel special. People like feeling special. Another way to keep your customers happy and maybe even draw in some new stuff. And I actually think, and we've kind of touched on this topic before, but I think it is oddly overlooked, and it's diversitizing your swag. Food, obviously, as well. You bring in different like types of food, but you're kind of at the beckon to your the whims of your food truck options in your area. But your swag, a lot of breweries that I see that tend to do well longer offer, one, good swag. Gotta have good merch. Two, they offer stuff for, like, women. And I know, like, women aren't necessarily your biggest craft beer drinkers, but a lot of times their husbands are. And guess what breweries husbands are more likely to go to, whether it's the best beer or not, is one that their wives also want to go to.
Facts.
This is not, like, rocket science here, people. So, like, to have a brewery and have your face feel welcoming to anyone that comes in, and it doesn't just feel overly bro-y or just, like, not welcoming, and, like, that's not going to help your cause. You're literally just limiting yourself by not wanting to put the effort into having good quality merch, making it, like, to go into a place that has as much women's merch as it does men's merch. Like, that literally is just showing the place cares about their women customers. Like, and it's that simple. If you have 2 guy shirts, have 2 chick shirts. Like, that's all we're asking. And it's a really simple way to, like, help be more welcoming. And then you throw in, like, different beer styles that are more appealing. And you can go on your stereotypes or not, but women often tend to like sours or wheats or fruited beers. And not saying guys don't. Like, I freaking love a sour, though. But, like, so do a lot of guys. Like, it's not meant to be, like, a chick beer. But, like, when you know you have women that are going to prefer those beers and you don't have them on tap, again, like, how are you expecting your people to, like, convince their significant others to, like, come in and drink beer with them in the afternoon when there's nothing on that they like and the place doesn't feel welcoming to them?
I don't know.
Or events.
Yeah, or events.
Sorry.
Yeah. Soapbox.
You
could also do collaborations with local artists or businesses in the area. And it's great for brand visibility, right? Merch, swag, all that thing. Every t-shirt or glassware item is a walking advertisement, right? Look, Body by Beer podcast right here. Stickers, anyone? You know, I don't tend to lean on the side of selling them, but giving them away, oh, why not? Yep. It's the idea of continually giving away that free sandwich to bring awareness to your establishment and brand. And if you're not familiar with the free sandwich is you opened up a deli, and how do you get people to come into your deli to eat your sandwiches? Well, give away a bunch of free sandwiches, and then people know about it. They can talk about it. It's not just because it was free, because, well, hopefully it's a really good frickin' sandwich, and so people come back for the sandwich. They're like, I want to pay for this sandwich. Anyway, same idea with the sticker. Give the sticker away. I realize some stickers are more expensive to make than other stickers, but you know what? You got to cut those costs where you got to cut those costs, and hopefully it's not in the employee check. But hey,
bringing it back.
Shit happens.
Or do an exclusive, like, round of stickers that you do pay for.
Yeah.
But, like, definitely have some for free.
Just give them away, right? Yeah. So that's the awareness to your brand. But also events and community engagement are key too, right? Go back to your local artists and collabing with other businesses. Think art shows, local music nights, or even beer education classes. Speaking of education classes, reach out if you're looking for a hosting event. We are here for you. We want to help. We want to be involved in the community as much as possible. So
we're working out the details with another local brewery doing a 101, so we're hoping to get more of those. Yeah, bring that Ale Academy to your tap room.
Live and in person. We can learn how to drink beer together and pick up on notes.
Good way to get some extra events and draw in a different crowd, right? Like, the easiest people to market to are people that you already got through your doors. So I get it. But, like, some point, you got to get some new people in through your doors. And then your environment needs to market and let them know that they're appreciated.
Yep.
Right? Otherwise, you're missing out. Like, you don't want someone walking in the door and being like, oh my God, this place looks like a padded insane asylum.
Wait a minute.
I don't want to come here.
Wait a minute. This is my favorite room in the whole building. You literally bounce off the wall.
Hey.
That's not true. It's just an unfinished basement.
It is just an unfinished basement. But yeah, like, think of your establishment as a destination. It's an entertainment. You're trying to bring a community and people together. It's not just a tap room. And if you think about it just as a tap room, that's all it's ever going to be. Bring in the passion, right? You got people that get on their soapboxes and preach and have a good time.
That's right. And growing is about innovation, right? So you don't just have to sell, but just having an open door, right? That's part about the innovation, inclusivity, and community. So your brewery and tap room are not just in the business of brewing beer. You're in the business of creating experiences.
Yep. And that's
Cheers
having
to that.
having a diverse group of people
Absolutely.
in different passions, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have your brewers that are supposed to be really passionate about beer, right?
hope
Like,
so.
that's what they're there to do. Like, you can't knock them for then, like, having to go into the tap room and maybe they're not as passionate about the customer experience, or they're not as passionate about diversitizing or bringing in events, because that's not where their passions are. You need to create a team that has these different passions so they can help bring their passions to align with your mission as a brewery.
That's right.
That's right.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Boom! All right, that's all we got. Hopefully you gained some good information from our Optimistic inquiries and some stuff you can take home. And as always, you can shoot us an email. Happy to help with any questions, do any consulting.
Yeah, reach out.
Yeah. Or host some events. We're
here.
pretty pumped about hitting this year off with some events. So
Yeah.
we've got you covered.
That's right.